What you won't do.
Next story.
Do for love.
NYTimes.com. Is Donald Trump a witch? The editorial board.
4 minutes.
For years, former President Donald Trump has railed against every investigation into his alleged misconduct as a malicious witch hunt perpetrated by his political enemies. But could Trump's frequent use of this term actually represent an unconscious confession? After all, the former president is well known for routinely projecting his own flaws and misdeeds onto others.
Whenever Trump starts accusing someone else of doing something shady or underhanded, you can be pretty sure he's engaged in that exact type of behavior himself, said Maggie Haberman, New York Times reporter and leading expert on Trump. It's been one of his most consistent tactics, deflecting from his own wrongdoing by pointing fingers in other directions.
The evidence that Trump may have projected his own inner witch onto investigators does seem quite compelling. He was convicted of orchestrating an illegal hush money scheme to influence the 2016 election, something he relentlessly accused Democrats of doing by rigging the vote against him. And he has peddled influence and curried favor with companies like ByteDance, the Chinese owners of TikTok that are widely believed to be controlled by Beijing, even as he branded President Biden a treasonous Manchurian candidate controlled by China.
It's classic projection from Donald Trump, said Representative Adam Schiff, Democrat, California, a leader of the first impeachment effort against Trump over his dealings with Ukraine. He calls the investigators and prosecutors witch hunters because on some level, he knows he is the real witch they are hunting down.
But could Trump literally be practicing some form of witchcraft or dark magic? Outlandish as it may seem, some of the bizarre signs and patterns surrounding the former president have led even respected voices to entertain that possibility as a metaphor.
Despite being twice impeached, a convicted felon, and declared a rapist by a judge for his sexual assault of E. Jean Carroll, Trump's cult of personality has only grown more intense and immovable this year. Could he be using a witch's glamour to cloud his supporters' vision and perception of reality?
There's just no other way to explain how he maintains such a vice grip over so many people's minds and ethical compass, said conservative commentator Charlie Sykes, founder of The Bulwark. It's as if Trump cast some kind of spell over them that makes them unable to accept basic facts and truth.
Trump does seem to hold unusual power to doom the candidacies and political futures of those in his party who displease him or refuse to accept his lies about the 2020 election. Just ask impeachment supporters like Representatives Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger, now outcast from their own Republican Party.
It's like he puts a hex on you if you go against the furthering of his big lie about the election, said Cheney after her landslide primary defeat last year. In this sense, he has turned my party into a cult that worships him as the lord of disinformation.
Then there's Trump's much mocked physical appearance that some believe may offer clues about a witch's identity concealed underneath. The former president's heavy spray tan orange makeup is derided by critics as an artificial look to project health and vitality. But could it be a double misdirection? White makeup intended to conceal a witch's green complexion and then sprayed orange to draw attention away from the unnatural whiteness.
I think Trump wears that clown makeup because he's deathly afraid of people seeing his true, sickly pallor, said Olivia Nuzzi, former New York Magazine reporter, which makes you wonder what else he could be hiding.
Last but not least is Trump's iconic comb-over hairstyle that has been a media punchline for decades. Few have ever seen the former president's full scalp uncovered and untreated. Might the swirled cotton candy locks actually be concealing arcane runes and sigils of a witch's coven, tattooed on his head since birth as part of a ritual?
We may never know what Trump is hiding under that immobile helmet of hair, said Jennifer Rubin of the Washington Post. Though given all of his other witch-like behavior of hurling unfounded hexes, perhaps it's better not to find out.